Kimberly Benson was born on May the 6th, 1991. She is a Scottish professional wrestler, better known by the ring name Piper Nevin. She is currently signed to WWE, where she performs on the Raw brand. She's a sister wrestler and a baby witch on her own journey with spirituality. Ladies and gentlemen, my girl, Doudrop. This is Doudrop Taylor Wilde 2.0 episode.
Yes.
But you were literally driving across the country with your whole life and your dog that you literally had, like, paperwork for your dog was much harder than your work visa and green card, I imagine.
Oh yeah, trying to get the dog into it wasn't even the actual paperwork. The paperwork was fine. It was just the logistics of trying to move a large breed dog across the ocean. There was just genuinely no way to do it other than this way, and honestly it all came together with some faith and trust and pixie dust. That was it. Like it was just looking at the sky and going, please God, get her to me. And luckily everything aligned. Hello, I knew you'd show up. I knew it. Come and say hello. Come and say hello.
Hi, sweetie pie. Animals
This one-
and children are always welcome on the Wild On podcast.
This is Twix. This one's
Hi,
Twix.
Twix. Oh, look at her little... Is it boy or girl?
Little boy. 2 little boys I've got.
Oh, those
And
paws.
Matilda's my baby girl.
Matilda.
Go on in. Go on in. No, but
So,
they love getting
how
their
is
face
your
onto
baby
everything.
adopting to American life?
She loves it. Absolutely loves it. Kaylee Ray stays just down the street from me, and they have a dog, Zane, and they're best friends, much like me and Kaylee Ray are, and they play together, and they roughhouse, and they cuddle. They're just like us.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
She loves it so much, and she loves the patio, and she loves to go meet the neighbours, and she loves our cat brothers, and they love her. Don't you? Yeah.
Now,
We're
when
a
we
big happy family.
When we spoke last time, not only were you hustling your dog across seas, oceans, lakes, but you had just gotten married.
Yes, I did indeed. like that was how it all worked out. I had so because of the travel ban and everything, like
Yes.
when I moved to Raw, I had like 3 weeks notice to move country, and I was like, okay, me and my husband, who was my fiance at the time, we weren't married, but we had planned to get married, but obviously COVID kind of ruined that for a lot of people. And I said, will it be okay? Can my fiance come out and live with me still? And at the time, the office were like, oh yeah, that'll be fine, no problem. And then as soon as I got into America, the person that I spoke to who actually deals with it was like, no, you have to be married. And I was like, so how am I going to see my husband again? And they were like, I was like, oh, okay. So 6 months we didn't see each other, and I'd warned Kaylee Ray of this situation. I said, hey, you guys have to get married now, and she planned a wedding in 4 weeks, and so that she didn't have the same situation. And then as soon as I heard that people from the US could travel to the UK and not have to quarantine,
Yes.
I said, so in theory, does that mean I can leave after Raw, go home, get married, and come back? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And literally left Raw, Miami, Monday night, got on a flight Tuesday, went home, like, however long it takes to get home, got married on the Friday, had a day together, and left Sunday so that I'd be in Raw in Boston on the Monday. And then, like, we had 2 weeks after that to get everything sorted out for the dog, because now that we were married, that meant that Stephen could come into the country.
Right.
And so I had two weeks to get everything sorted out for him and the dog, because so I got the dog in. Technically, so it sounds really bougie when I say, oh, my dog got a private jet to America. It sounds really bougie. It's not quite like that in theory. It's a nice if it was just people, oh yes, we're getting a private jet, it would be lovely. But if there was my husband and 7 other people with their dogs and cats and like this, because it was the only way that we could get our pets across the ocean. And yeah, no, and they only play it. So it's not like this is a regular thing that's scheduled. It was one person who knew how to do it out of the goodness of their hearts, helping other people in this dire situation, helping to go be the broker between the people that needed the flight and the private jet company who would allow pets on. And yeah, like, thank God for her, because if not, then I really don't know what I would have done. The only other option would have been to put her on the Queen Mary, which is a cruise from Southampton to New York, but that takes 2 weeks, and the kennels are full for 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so it literally, everything just aligned at the right time for us. It was, I'm not going to lie, I said a lot of prayers, I made a lot of offerings and lit a lot of candles and held on to a lot of crystals, and we got there.
I was going to say, though, it's not about all the stars aligning. Like, you are a true testament to the power of manifestation, positive thinking.
Absolutely.
And you know, we touched about this last time, but I feel like now you're not in your car, you're not driving across America, but you've had a real spiritual awakening, and you've been on a spiritual journey really in the past year, 2 years.
I would say I'm a completely different person for it as well. Just I look at life so differently, and I'm so happy for it.
And things, like, the less you do, the more you manifest, the more abundance that's attracted. And it's really just, it's changing your mindset. It sounds so woo-woo, and people, you know, they want to turn their nose up at all this new age stuff with crystals and offerings and lighting candles. But I think, you know what, even if there's like an iota of magic in there, and it's really just like psychology and, you know, having a positive mind frame, I'll take it.
I think it's the old saying, where there's a will, there's a way. And if you genuinely want something in your heart of hearts, and it's what you genuinely desire, you will find a way. And it's about holding things with an open hand. You know, don't hold on to it so tightly that you are blinded from the other opportunities that might spring up, because things aren't always A to B. They're A, B, C, X, Y, Z.
Absolutely.
So
they can change day to day, moment to moment. But in the same light, I would say it's the same for negative thinking. I mean, like, if you are putting negative energy out into the universe, that is what you attract.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. I feel like, sorry, I've just realised he might be smothering the mic with his purrs.
I can't actually hear his purrs. Hopefully, Rochelle, my right-hand woman editor and producer, will be okay. But I don't hear it, so fingers crossed.
He's like a little more big going off. He goes...
We'll be sending this to the sound engineer. There's this like faint purring over the whole episode.
There's the sound of an engine. We don't know where it's coming from.
Either that, or we'll sell this as like what is it, ASMR?
Yay.
Yeah.
Do you know, genuinely, they do kind of, the two of them, they do help me get to, so Twix a bit less so, because like they're fairly new to my life. And Twix still gets really excited about cuddling in bed. Aww. So he gets so excited about cuddling in bed that he does like roly-polies all over me.
That's so
and when
cute.
you're trying to sleep and it's boof, you're like, right, okay, sit, yeah. But listening to the two of them go, and then Matilda on the floor go. It's very soothing. It is very soothing.
Who needs ocean noises or white noise when you have that?
When you've got this menagerie going
on. Sticking to positive manifestation and positive mindset, I really hung on to the fact that you had changed your thinking when you were in NXT, and you literally told yourself, next week I'm going to Raw, or I'm just training to go to Raw, or I just...
Yeah.
What inspired you? Because you know what, I just started doing that. I just started a positive manifestation journal. My girlfriend actually bought me the journal right after we spoke, and I thought, God, divine intervention is so weird, because I was just about to make this change, and here comes this book that I really needed.
There we go. Little synchronicities.
Totally. And what was it in you? What was your inspiration? What was that moment where you're like, I just have to believe that this is what's going to happen? Because that's a hard thing to get into.
It is, and you know, like, so I started these classes with a life coach. Her name's Erica Faye. She's amazing, and it actually started when COVID had just kind of started to hit really bad, and it was to the point where we weren't going to the PC anymore and stuff. So NXT UK were like, okay, well, we're going to get some online classes for you guys, so that, you know, we're all keeping busy and keeping ourselves going and keeping positive.
Right.
And one of the classes was these life coach classes. And when we started off, I'm always slightly skeptical but cautiously optimistic.
Yes.
I'm always like, I'll give it a bash, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of what Erica's saying in this, it all started with, right, if I could wave a magic wand and suddenly it's 3 years from now and you bump into me at an airport and every single thing in your life is worked out just the way you want it, tell me about your life. And you take as long as you need, you sit and you write out everything. How does your life look? Where do you live? What do you do? What's your health, time and money, freedom, all this stuff. And this was all like the basis of it, and it was all about, okay, this is your vision. We are not working to get to the vision. You need to come from the vision. Like, you have to, like, it's already yours, and you don't need to know how. The how is not up to you. How is up to the universe. You just need to believe and take positive action steps towards it. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm a millionaire and I'm gonna do that by sitting on my bum.
Yeah.
Because universe is gonna be like, very good. Come on, get to work.
Out you go.
You don't have to know that the how, because sometimes when you're focused too much on one thing, you're blocking the universe's other paths for you and other opportunities. Keeping it with an open palm and just trust and just keep working towards it. And I do think a lot of it is like, if it's not coming, then sometimes you do have to say, you know what, maybe this isn't for my greatest good.
Yes.
And then I think that's how I deal with, like, you know, negativity or setbacks, as some people might think. So, well, do you know what, maybe it's not for me right now, or maybe there's another path for me. And then it's just about, hello, yes, everyone sees it. But to start and doing that work with her, absolutely transformed my life, and it just made me realise, like, there's no need to be so, like, negative. It made me so grateful for everything that I have, and like, and I really think that's everything this is. Everything should start with gratitude. When you wake up in the morning, you should be so grateful that Spirit has given you another day, a brand new, never before lived day.
Yeah. And
like, everything that you have, I have a husband that loves me, I have an amazing, beautiful stepdaughter, and we have such an amazing relationship. I have this amazing life in Florida, I have a healthy family and beautiful, wonderful animals, and really that, like, I'm not a big things person.
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't mind if I didn't have 2 pennies to rub together, as long as me and my family are happy and healthy. And nice. I think just like being in gratitude massively changes your life.
I think so too. Leading with gratitude. And it seems like such the obvious answer, but all of us struggle so much to lead with gratitude. Yeah.
I think it's because, like, you know, when you have something good, but you have something good all the time, it becomes normal. You know what I mean? It's not good anymore.
True.
So you do. I think it's just, you're gonna fall off the bed, you idiot. He's doing the roly poly thing. He's all excited. He's getting pets.
So good.
He's like, oh goddamn, I love it, mummy. But yeah, you do, like, you know, it'd be like, oh, if you have steak every day, like the first couple of days, you're like, oh my god, steak. But after a week, you're like, oh, steak. You know, it's kind of like that. But you just have to like mentally check, like, no, my life is absolutely incredible, and I'm so grateful for everything I have and everything that's coming.
Yeah. And you made a really good point, is people try to get on this journey of manifestation and positive thinking and the law of attraction, and they don't get instant results, and they think, well, this doesn't work. But that's just not your path, or it's just not your time, or like, you just have to trust that the universe has your back.
And sometimes I think the gift is the person that you become in the process.
Oh yes.
Like, I think I'm much different, much more I always tried to be dead happy and nurturing before, but I think so much more now. Like, there's just honestly nothing can rock me. You know what I mean? Amazing. Like, I'm just so like, oh, it is what it is, and we'll take it from there.
I love it. Now, did you get into crystals and kind of the more like witchcraft stuff after this? So this like piggybacked it.
Yeah, it did. This is what inspired my witchy journey, because you know, as I got more into these classes with Erica, and they're my voodoo chips, leave them alone. Then I started to like read up about it more online, and then there's more about spirit came up, and you know, like I don't knock anybody that follows any particular no, these are my earphones, any particular religion. I don't dig organized religion.
Yep.
I prefer open spirituality.
Yep.
But when I was reading up about things, a lot of witchcraft came up, and I was like, oh, okay, no, I can get into this.
Yeah.
And it's gonna stop. It's gonna sound daft, but like a lot of stuff that came up didn't feel like I was learning anything new. It felt like I was remembering something from before.
Yes, girl.
Right, and like, and I just thought, hey, well, law of attraction and manifesting and being a person of increase has worked famously well for me so far.
Yeah.
So why don't we, like, what's the harm? You know what I mean? Like, there is none. There is no harm. Like, if you want to spend your money on fancy shoes or fast cars, whatever, I like rocks. Okay.
Really pretty rocks. Like, don't undermine them.
Yeah, look, I've got this nice citrine tiara majigger. I just use it as a nice headband. But yeah, that's citrine. I'll almost always carry citrine and a obsidian as well. So one for success and one for some protection.
Yes.
And just like the more like I've looked into it, like I'm just like, oh, do you know what? This is for me. This is something I can get behind.
Yeah, I think for you though, citrine speaks really true, because I think you are probably one of the most authentic people I've ever met.
Oh,
and the fact that you're attracted to citrine, that just makes so much sense.
Right, it just, there's something about it. I'm just like, oh, this is pretty. Yes, this is mine now.
And so for me, I'm very attracted to like moonstone and angel auras and anything that's like really sparkly and like rainbowy. And I'm someone that always wears black, so to be attracted to these sparkly things kind of throws me for a loop. And lo and behold, I've really come to realize all these things with moonology and how important they are to my life. Like, I was born on a full moon, and yeah, and I was like, oh, that makes so much sense now. And people that are born on a full moon are really attracted to being performers and artists and creatives, and then
that's so interesting. I'm gonna have to find out where the moon was at when I was born. I know my where and my when and what time, but I don't know where the moon was at, so I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yes, and there is and I didn't think of it. I don't even know why I looked it up, but you can literally put your day of birth, year, whatever, and it will tell you exactly what the moon was doing that day, and it
fantastic
so rings true. And then as far as like the angel auras go, those are like really like psychic stones and helping you connect to spirit.
Yeah.
And I've had this really big shift in energy personally, where I'm like, I'm realizing so much. A lot of the things I carry within myself, be it like anger, what I thought was generational trauma, I'm like, this isn't all mine. I didn't actually bring this all here. Like there's more here. And it's really, I've really, like, I'm not sure if you've gotten into it yet, but looking into like your lineage and maybe your past lives, like you said.
Yes.
Oh, this feels like this is not my first time here.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I have like sometimes I'll just be like, so to a point, even me and some friends call it my spook, where I'll just like know something's about to happen, or I'll say, oh, I think this is gonna be like this, and then it turns out it's like this. And then sometimes I'll just have a moment where and I'll go, oh, we've been here before, and they're like, what are you talking about? Like, I've just seen this, never mind, carry on.
Yes.
But apparently my mum's mum used to say all the time that like we were witches, and that's my gift to you, and your daughter will have it, and stuff like that. So I think that's why I just feel like I'm remembering something from before.
That's so exciting. I love that.
At the time, I remember when I first heard it, I was like, okay, very good. But now I'm like, no, do you know what? I think she was onto something.
Yes, yes. And you were just carrying on your family's gifts. That's pretty friggin' cool.
Yeah, I love it.
So what's your favorite crystal?
I think it really depends. I would say maybe my citrine. I've got a few little citrines about. I love my obsidian just because I just think it's always good to have some protection on you.
I agree.
love my tiger's eye. Very, very earthy, I've noticed, but that makes sense for me being a Taurus.
Right. Oh, you're a Taurus.
I
Okay.
am a Taurus. What else do I like? So I've had to move them for the moment because the cat's favourite game at 4 a.m. is play with Mummy's crystals.
It's basically a cat like dream. It's just, I'll knock that.
They totally are. So I'm missing a couple at the moment. I'm sure I'll find them around the house eventually. They've ran off. I had a lovely little flower agate heart, and I had a little ruby fluorite.
Oh, nice.
Fuchsite, ruby fuchsite, and that one gives me wild dreams. It's like it's weird, like so. People who are watching this are going to think I'm absolutely mental. And do you know what? It's fine. I don't care.
No, we're in this together. I thought that, you know what, I was like, I'm not beating around the bush anymore. I'm
You're
just
like,
gonna, you don't like it. You don't have to listen to it.
Just let your witchy flag out. Who cares?
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's it. This is a witch
They're my
podcast,
friends.
and it's also about wrestling, and it's somehow merging together. So tell me about the dream.
So, sometimes with my crystals, I want to take one of them and go, oh, lovely little crystal, please accompany me in my dreams tonight. And I do notice if you do it consistently and you take like a little journal and notice, there is a theme. And I noticed with this ruby fuchsite, I would have wild dreams in which I should be terrified. Like, I remember one of them was like an old, dilapidated kind of building, like apartments.
Yep.
And it was filled to the brim with scary zombies. Now, I don't know if a lot of people know this. I'm not a very good horror person.
Okay, I didn't know that. Good to know.
I get scared from... So it's mostly... I hate jump scares, right? Absolutely can't stand jump scares. I think they're cheap and nasty and they're not very clever at all.
That's understandable.
But they absolutely get me. So if anything with zombies and things that go... and in this dream was filled with zombies and scary things and coming to get me. But I was just like, that's nice, cool. Your face hanging off, you should deal with that.
Wow.
And then I noticed like a couple more dreams I had where I was in a scary situation, but was very calm and serene. And I was like, oh, this is strange. This is a very particular theme that keeps happening anytime I ask that crystal to join me. And that, after about the third or fourth time, I stopped asking.
It's funny that you started talking about, like, you know, there's all the clairs. There's like clairaudience, there's whatever. But I'm much like you, where it's like you go off a gut instinct. And I've only recently started to get a little bit of clairaudience, where like I can literally ask a question and get a ringing in one of my two ears. Yeah. But my dreams have always been vivid, and I just thought it was because I was always an active sleeper. I slept walk when I was a kid. I'm just a busy person in my head, and I just chalked it up to you have vivid dreams. And then I was like, I'm gonna start writing my dreams down because I feel like there's more. And then lo and behold, I was having the same dreams or the same visions as my girlfriend Chrissy Vane, who I was in developmental with. She's a psychic medium, and we were like, oh. And
I love that connections.
Oh my God. But it was about women that we both knew that needed help. That were yeah, and we approached this person and she's having a hard time, and I'm not going to say anything because like I don't want to put the juju out there until she's ready, but like she was literally having a very public meltdown, and neither myself nor Chrissy have ever worked with her. I had a dream about her. Chrissy's angels kept coming to her and like wouldn't leave her alone. And then Chrissy reached out to me and said, hey, is this girl okay? And I was like, I just had a dream about her. And we reached out and took a few weeks, but she's like, I'd really like to talk to you guys. And maybe we can, I don't know.
She needs some sage and a feather and an albacore shell and
absolutely. A little Palo
firm
Santo.
intentions. Yes, absolutely. I love to sage when I feel like there's bad juju hanging around. I love to sage my house and just be like, get the fuck out of my house. You're not welcome here. And my neighbours must honestly think I'm the most crazy, but they have seen me doing laps around my house. I've seen them out walking with the dog, and I'm just like, evening. They're like, who are you? They must think me and Stephen are when I tell them, like, get the fuck out of this house and take a shit.
Oh, that makes me so happy. I just wanted to tell you you're not alone. Because
yeah.
I live in the basement apartment of my sister and my brother-in-law because I'm going through, I'm on my divorce, and I'm so happy here because my niece is upstairs, my sister, my brother-in-law, and we have our own entrances and everything. But anyways, when I first moved in, I don't know how much my sister told Steve, but I'm sure it came up. Like, my sister's, she's different. She's like a little bit into witchcraft and like whatever. But I was saging the basement apartment, and Steve was in the shower, my brother-in-law, another Steve, good guy. And I guess because of the moisture and the humidity, it like pulled the sage up through the vents, and he was like,
someone's burnt Christmas dinner. Yeah. What's going on?
And he is Italian and grew up in the Catholic Church, and was just like, it smells like a priest is burning downstairs. Like, and bless him, like, he's got the best personality. He tied my niece's like bottle to a string and was like doing the priest like thing with sage, walking around my apartment. And,
oh, hello, have you come to say hello now?
Hi.
This is Matilda.
Look at
Say
that
hello, Matilda.
big, beautiful baby.
Say hi. Hi. Yeah.
Hi, Matilda, you international traveler.
She's racked up the miles. She sure has. She's came out a lot of places with me.
How old is Matilda now?
A year and a half.
Oh, wow.
So she's still a baby.
She's still a baby. She's got a whole life ahead of her.
She's the best baby ever. She's honestly just like, I know everybody says their dog is the best dog, but I'm fairly confident my dog is genuinely the best dog in the world. She's just a massive cannonball of love. All she wants to do is love and be a good girl. That's it. That's it. She cannot stand the possibility, even the thought of being a bad girl. Like, even when we're watching the football and we go, oh, for God's sake, she goes, oh no, what did I do? And we have to go, no, it's not you. And we've got these kittens running around, and we're saying, yes, you. Oh, when we try to tell them off, and she's like, oh no, I didn't do it, I'm sorry. And then
she's just cowering.
When they're up to bad stuff and she knows they're about to be in trouble, I can tell because of her. Like, when I see her face and she's all, and I'm like, what are they doing? I know they're doing something because you're giving it away.
The cats rule the roost. What can I say?
They absolutely do. They're two little maniacs, but I just love them so much. I can't believe how well they've not even been here 2 months.
Really?
No, not
just
even
meant
2 months yet. Yeah, they just all love each other. Mwah.
Did you have cats in Scotland?
We did. So when me and my husband got together, he had Molly, who he adopted when she was 8, and she lived to be 23.
23?
23, and she was just, my little lady. So there's many reasons why we know we're supposed to be together. We've known it. Shut up.
Hi, Stephen.
Oh, you're not. I honestly thought you were talking to me there.
No, I'm talking about Molly.
Huh?
Molly.
Who's that?
Your cat.
What cat?
Your cat.
The one that you had for 23 years?
The one that's in the box up on the...
That's my mother, you disrespectful bastard.
So... there's many reasons we've lived together. We've known each other for 9 years and just kept crossing paths and stuff. And then when we got together, like, a lot of Stephen's ladies before me never got on with Molly, but mostly because they were awful. But Molly was my little lady. Like, as soon as we got to know each other, she'd come and if I fell asleep on the couch, she'd come. There's this really funny photo I've got where she's like lying on me, protecting me, but then she also has like her paw on my head, like. Like, this is my mummy. There's many other like it, but this one is mine.
Oh my god. She claimed you.
She did. No, she's
Yeah.
my little lady. But no, a good 20, and it wasn't even like, you know, hanging off 23. No, she was perfectly bright and bushy tailed until then just sadly went downhill over a couple of days. And but we both think who you lost?
The PlayStation controller that I found
and lost it again. I had an old dog, Cindy, who was alive when me and Stephen got together, and I feel like she kind of went, oh right, okay, you've got somebody good to look after you now, right, I'm away, see you later, bye. And we feel the same thing. Once Molly was like, oh no, you found your person now, I can leave, see you later.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And
Our
sad, but amazing.
Our little familiars.
Well, I guess we should talk a little bit about wrestling.
I guess so, yeah.
Maybe. How's Raw? You like Raw?
It's pretty awesome.
Is it going okay?
I love it. It's honestly, it's great. I'm having the best time. I really,
you?
really love it. Like, it gets stressful because it's very manic. There is... Everything changes. Like, don't get too comfortable on any one thing because it's going to change 6 times before the show's on. But you need to have this, like, okay, cool, and just go with the flow and just roll with the punches and just keep it moving, and don't have constriction with it, because if you have constriction you're just going to get more constriction and it's just going to do this. You just have to be like, okay, cool, just keep it rolling. And also, like, don't be upset by anything because it's not personal. Like,
Girl,
I think
you
a lot
just
of people
cracked the code there.
Right, I think a lot of people get upset about things that's happening. It's like remember, this is a TV show.
Yeah.
you're a character on a TV show,
Yep.
and sometimes characters on TV shows have to be embarrassed. And you know, like, everybody, it's not real. It's just if you want to be upset and you know, go outside and have a real fight, you can talk about it. I'm pretty sure you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Yep. But like, it's just. It is what it is. We put on sparkly underwear and pretend to fight. Stop being so serious.
Oh my god. One day you're gonna win, the next day I might win, and you know, at the end of the day, we get the same paycheck, so it doesn't matter.
What's the problem? Exactly.
It's not important.
Exactly.
Have fun. It's supposed to be fun.
It's supposed to be fun, and the thing is, like, it is difficult and it can be stressful.
Oh gosh,
so
yeah. Let's not undermine that.
Don't make it more so.
Yes. Yeah. It is stressful. Like, you're working for the biggest wrestling company in the world. It's you know, I'm sure even in the past like 2 weeks there was probably even more stress than normal because friggin' everybody was on the chopping block. Congratulations.
Thank you. We live to die another day.
You made it. Good. But Christ, you know, like you can never get comfortable. That's the one downside, I will say.
You can never be comfortable, but you also have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, if that makes any sense.
If you want to not have constant anxiety attacks, yes.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to take everything like it is what it is, and whatever I get, I'll make it work to the best of my ability. And we're here for a good time, not a long time, so let's just try and make it the best that it can be.
You've been having some seriously high profile matches, so let's just talk and give up to spirit. Thank you for positive manifestation. Thank you for giving it to my girl Doudrop. Girl, you were killing it.
Do you want to know what? So here's another manifestation works situation. So I knew on Sunday coming into Monday I was having a match with Bianca, and the whole segment was supposed to be 5 minutes.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, do you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to make it the best 5 minutes that I can.
Yep. And
told the universe that morning I was having it. I had my citrine in this boob, my obsidian in this boob, and I was like, this match is going to be the best match that I've had, and I'm going to blow Vince's mind and he's going to love it, blah 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 blah. And then get to the venue and we're not here, and like things haven't been finished up and time's going on and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And things aren't fully finalised, and then it's like maybe 6 o'clock or something. It's like, hey, you know how you had 5 minutes? Well, it's changed and now you have 3 segments. And I was like, what? Like, okay.
Yes.
And at first I was like, panic. We've got an hour till the show starts. I'm not even in gear. And at first I seen it as problem.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, what are we going to do? We need to change so much stuff. Panic. And then I was like, no, do you know what? I asked for this. I asked for this, and now this is my opportunity to to have a really great match and have the best match that I can have. And lo and behold, as soon as I changed my mindset about it, we went out there, had an absolute banger.
It was great. I loved it.
And Boss Man was very pleased.
Good.
So,
good. Well done.
All about mindset.
Well done. Well, I'm not going to keep you for much longer because you have a crazy life, and I'm so excited that we got to speak again.
Yeah, it was also, honestly, any day of the week that you want to chat, just give me a buzz.
Please. And same. Like, one, I'd like to talk to you on an interview again because I feel like we have so much to talk about, and I feel like our spiritual journeys are very much aligned.
Yeah. But I feel like we're getting into the same stuff, and you go, have you heard of this? And I go, oh, have you heard of this?
Yes. But I'm gonna get your number before I leave so I can text you because I suck at email. But I'm
not very good at it, and I'm not good at. I am good at Twitter, but I'm not good at Twitter right now because I'm protecting my peace.
Of course.
So important.
You should. But let's do my top 10 tailor-made questions before I let you go.
Do it.
Okay. Name a beauty product you cannot live without.
Jade or rose quartz rollers. I just think they're fantastic. When I had Bell's palsy, they really helped my face muscles like decramp and not be as rigid and sore. And I think it really helps cystic acne.
Interesting.
Really, believe that it helps cystic acne.
Because I've heard all these like reviews, you know, there's like, I think the parties are split. They're like, yes, it's the best thing since sliced bread, and then no, it doesn't do anything. But if you've noticed a difference for both chronic illness, Yep, absolutely. Even so sometimes I think, oh, is it maybe just a coincidence? And then I stop doing it, and then they start popping up again. I'm like, oh, no, this definitely works for me. Get rolling. Rose and jade rollers. I'm gonna get on Amazon after this. What is your favorite exercise? Watching TV.
No fun. Anything that doesn't make me think I'm doing exercise. So as long as I'm having fun while I'm doing it, like I love swimming, like I love going out and like playing football, or I love roughhousing and wrestling to be totally honest, and like silly games, Red Rover, all that stuff, running about the house, getting my dog to chase me, all that stuff.
So having fun, that's your favorite exercise.
I do love powerlifting, but I fell away from it for a bit because I've just been so,
of course,
moving across the world and all that stuff. So I really want to get back to that, but it's sadly not one of those things that you can just be like, oh, I'm going to go and deadlift 200 pounds again, because then I won't be on Raw that week.
You won't be walking.
Like, sorry guys, I was an idiot and I won't be at work this week.
So balance. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Just people being rude. I just cannot stand people being rude. There's absolutely no need for it, and you don't have to like go out your way to be nice to everybody all day, but it costs absolutely nothing to smile and go, hello.
And that, and you know, being from Scotland and being Canadian and knowing what it's like when you're in the States, when you say thank you, to just get you're welcome. Oh my God, it's so foreign over there.
Right?
Yeah, is not a response. Thank you. Yep. That's not. That's.
Oh, okay.
I didn't ask a question.
Okay.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush. Let me have a think. Who's my celebrity crush right now? Well, Tom Hardy's just like the sexiest person that's ever lived, obviously.
That's a good one.
Right? Yeah, okay, I feel confident in that. Let's stick
Yeah,
with.
I like that. Okay.
Favorite? I do like older men though. I like a silver fox, if I'm being honest. But nobody in particular springs to mind right now.
Tom Hardy's a safe bet though.
Yeah. I imagine when he's gonna be when he's all grey and sexy. Oh my God.
Yep. Young and old Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy to be. What is your favorite band or artist?
Future Islands.
Nice.
And Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, and Fleetwood.
I've been on such a Fleetwood Mac journey the past few months. I don't think I go through a single day without listening to them now.
Oh, Stevie knows.
Right. Absolutely. And I'm a big fan of Christine McVie as well.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was for you or not.
Sorry, I think the internet's... Sorry, my internet's kind of in and out right now.
That's
Are we
okay.
I think we're still together. Okay,
Yeah.
right, we're still here.
Yeah, great. Okay, do you have a secret vice, like drinking a glass of wine in the shower?
I mean, I'm sure I said that, like, doesn't everybody have bath wine? Is that not what everybody...
You should. Everyone should
Hello,
have
Zane.
bath wine.
Hello, darling.
That's your secret vice, making out with your dog on podcast. Oh, everyone's coming to say hi. It's so nice.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Now I have 2 wrecking balls.
Oh, my God.
It's okay.
That's it. They've taken over. Sorry, Rochelle. It's just dog slobber and growling.
Always. Secret vice.
It could just be
Do you know
wine
what?
showers.
I'm so like... I am what I am. That I don't even think it would be considered like, oh, shameful. Because I'm like, it is what it is. Love me or leave it.
I feel that. That's exactly how I am. I think it's a trick question. Like,
Right?
I don't have a secret vice.
Uh,
All my
proud
vices
of
are
all
out
of
there.
this.
Yeah. What wrestler has the best entrance music?
Shawn Michaels.
Classic.
Shawn Michaels.
Classic.
Absolutely.
What is your drink of choice?
I'm a cider drinker, me.
Nice. Favorite
I
cider?
do- Oh, so I don't think you get it here in the States, or actually you might. I'll maybe need to do an Amazon and see if you can get it. There's this lovely rhubarb cider called Rosy Pig. Oh, it's just so delicious. It's like a little bit tart and just enough sweetness and like sound it. Oh, so good. I have to have some. But cider is a kind of newer thing in America. It's still kind of catching up.
Yeah.
But, I can't wait to get all the fruity goodness over here.
I do like cider, and I do like a rosé cider, but I find when they do like the pear ciders or the rhubarb ciders here in like North America, it's too sweet.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
They're too
like,
sugary.
sickly.
You
It's like-
you need a tart sweetness.
We need
for
the
those
tart.
ones. Yes, everybody loves a wee tart. Way.
What has been your most embarrassing moment in the ring?
Oh, I was sick once. I was about to be like, I was sick once. I've been sick a few times.
Oh my god! Little ring barf, whatever.
One of them was, don't worry about it. Like, there's been a few matches where I've said, hey, if I disappear under the ring, I'm just away being sick, don't worry.
Is it because you get excited?
No, I think it's, I'm gassing. 2, heat exhaustion. Heat exhaustion is a big thing for me, especially when moving to a hot country.
Yes.
Luckily it hasn't happened for a long time though. But yeah, there was one time, one of them was out of, like, I got dropped on my head and might have been a serious situation, but I was okay. Carried on to wrestle another match that night.
Safe.
But another one was, I was in a rumble at the start and I was doing the whole distance and Kaylee came to pick me up and she went, oh, she needs a minute. Yeah.
That's the best. If I disappear from a match, don't worry about it. I'm just having a little sick.
I'm just having a little sick. I'll be back. It's fine.
It's amazing.
It was really easy in Japan because they have all those streamers and they throw them under the ring. So you just have a little sick on the streamers and then just goes in the bin anyway. It's fine. Okay, that's
amazing. Okay, I've got you for this last one. Finish this lyric. Seasons change.
And I tried hard just to... Oh my god!
You got it.
Seasons change. And I've tried hard just to soften you.
Yeah.
Seasons change. Yeah.
That a girl. You and Steven's song.
Is our song.
It's so
But
cute.
I've tried hard. Yeah. I love that song. Like, I don't know, that's on my mind went, hey, you know that song I really love? No, you don't. I'm like, oh no, come back. I've tried hard to try to change for you. That's it. There we go. I'm back.
You got it. Where can all the wild ones find you on the interwebs? What is your social media handles?
Everybody can find me on Twitter and Instagram, and it's at Doudrop with a DOUWWE. Although I'm more active on the Twitter than I am the Instagram, But I don't know, I go through phases. I don't know if you do that. Like sometimes like, oh,
Yeah,
Twitter's
sure.
being awful, I don't go here anymore, and then I'll go back to Instagram, and then I'm like, Instagram. Do you know what I think it is? I like to keep my Instagram mostly for my witchy stuff.
Yep.
So I think that's why I like a
Separation. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally different worlds. Like I've never really been a Twitter person, but I find that Instagram and TikTok are much more positive minded places.
Yes.
So I struggle with Twitter as well.
I do like TikTok, and I do have one. I just don't post anything because this is, who has the time? Honestly, not me.
Not enough hours in the day.
Right, there's really not. I'm very thankful for the content that everybody else is putting up. But you want me to wash my hair and put on makeup?
Ugh,
no.
I know. I'm
Not doing it.
It was so good to catch up.
It was awesome. Yes, let's keep in touch. We must.
Yes, please.